Welcome to another Wall Street Informer production on WSI TV.
Welcome into another Friday edition of WSI TV. That's Sean Bauer, I'm Jordan Bishop, and today we're going to show you how you can find your payout that's hidden in Trump's new tax reform. Now, there's been a lot of chaos going on with the Republican tax reform lately. You've probably seen a lot about it in the news, but we've uncovered something that could put a lot of cash in your pocket.
Yeah, it's really interesting how this is unfolding. Obviously, this is just still something that's on the table right now. It's not definite by any means. And this is whenever we've seen a lot of opposition against their healthcare bill, the GOP healthcare bill that keeps getting killed off. So obviously we're going to see plenty of opposition to this tax reform bill. But especially if this does go through, if it looks like it's gaining steam, this does have a really, really nice payout hidden within it for you if you know where to look. And just to bring you up to speed, if you haven't seen all the details of the tax reform plan, some of the major points are just that it would take individual tax brackets from 7 down to 3, obviously just bigger tax brackets there. But maybe more importantly for this discussion, it would bring the corporate tax rate down to 20%. Now obviously that affects a lot of domestic companies, with the idea there being trying to bring some companies that are abroad right now back into the US with this lower tax rate. But there's also some really big consequences for companies that have a lot of profits overseas right now.
That's right. Now, if we look at the total amount of cash that American businesses have overseas right now, it amounts to $1.3 trillion.
Yeah, massive.
Now, if that was brought back over here right now, it would be taxed at a 35% tax rate.
Right.
What this new bill is also proposing is that we do away with the multinational tax, the repatriation tax, whatever you want to call it, so that the American companies that are making profits overseas can bring their money back tax-free. Now, they'll still be taxed in those foreign countries, but that will be about the maximum that they'll get taxed on their profits.
Yeah, it won't be 2 times the tax anymore.
Exactly.
Getting taxed by foreign and then bringing it back here. And it's worth noting, I think, that Trump was talking about in all of his campaign speeches a one-time 10% repatriation tax just for one time when companies bring all their money back. That's not even in this new tax reform bill that the GOP is proposing right now. So no need to worry there at all. If this thing does pass, 0% tax on that money when it's brought back to the U.S.
Right, so clearly the Republican Party sees the benefits in bringing all that cash back over. You know, it's technically American cash. It's these American companies who have done so well, you know, in Europe and the rest of the world. But, you know, there's a hidden payout amongst this. You know, it's all good for corporations, but this affects you directly because, you know, say if we use a company like Apple, like there's many big companies around the world, American companies who are making profits overseas, but looking at Apple right now, Apple has $231 billion in cash stored overseas. They have a big headquarters in Ireland. You know, that's a big tax haven. You know, I think they have like a 12 or 13% corporate tax, which is, you know, minuscule compared to most other places. But if Apple were to bring that back now at the current repatriation tax rate of 35%, they would pay $80 billion on that. You know, and that's not even including what they've paid in that 12, 13% in Ireland.
Right.
So, you know, there's obviously right now there's no incentive for Apple to bring that cash back. But if this new bill passes, and you know, there's a chance they won't be taxed on bringing, you know, some or, you know, if not a massive chunk of that $231 billion back, they could really bring it back and invest it into the American side of Apple.
Yeah, absolutely. Whenever you have that type of cash that you're bringing back into a company like Apple, there's lots that can go into something like research and development, which is obviously going to help the company grow, and you would expect to make the stock price go higher. If it's not being used somewhere within the company, we're just talking about higher dividend payouts for their shareholders. So this is where we really have a hidden payout in this tax reform. Should this actually get passed, get accepted, then a company like Apple, you see a lot of upside in that stock just for being a shareholder. So what we're looking at is not just jumping in blindly and not jumping in just hoping that this tax reform bill is actually passed. We're looking for, first of all, a good entry rate in what has been a really good company, a really good looking stock. Again, we're technical analysts and we're looking at the charts. It is in, I guess, a really healthy uptrend. We would just be looking for a perfect entry point, the perfect timing for it. But if you are able to get in before this tax reform is passed, we should see a ton of really nice upside. Again, whether it's through research and development and making the stock price go up, or through higher dividend payouts, just a really nice little hidden payout that you can go ahead and get prepared for right now.
Exactly. So, keep your eyes on the news in the coming days. You're going to see a little more chaos before this all dies down, I'm sure. But if you see that Republican bill passed and you see Apple in a great technical spot, you know what to do. Now, this hidden payout may be a couple months out. We just want to make sure you're prepared for it. From Sean and myself, we appreciate you being here. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching another Wall Street Informer production on WSI TV. Be sure to visit wallstreetinformer.com, where you can become a member for free and gain instant access to the secrets of market millionaires via the Wall Street Informer Vault. So go ahead and claim this gift for free now at wallstreetinformer.com.